Welcome to North Georgia News Now. Coming up today in local news, a controversial rezoning request has been withdrawn again. The Woodfield County Schools' new district office nears its completion. Changes and improvements have been announced for the Dalton Public Schools' upcoming school year, and an essay contest awarded $5,300 in scholarship funds for local students. And a local intersection is set for closure due to construction. In state news, a former Georgia insurance commissioner has pleaded guilty for fraud. A new bill would require the installation of mobile panic alert systems, and another bill being considered would allow certain commissioners extra years in office without election. Later, Jacob Broom is here to share WDNN's community calendar, but first, here are the obituaries. Welcome back. A rezoning request concerning 25 acres on Dugup Road has been withdrawn yet again. The news came through a press release last Thursday stating that the developers, Seneca Equity Partners of Atlanta, had withdrawn their application for development. The request concerns 3 parcels which total 24.69 acres, taking them from low-density single-family residential to high-density single-family residential. The rezoning request has been controversial among members of the community. Those living in the area have shown concerns regarding how their development of the 160 potential townhomes would impact traffic on the 2-lane road and on Dugup Elementary School. This is the 3rd time the county has announced the request has been withdrawn. Nearly 100 people attended a meeting back in January to express their opinions on the potential rezoning. The Dalton-Varnell-Woodfield County Planning Commission, which makes rezoning recommendations to the City Council, and the Woodfield County Board of Commissioners will be meeting tonight. However, the rezoning request for the land off Dugup Road is not stated to be on the agenda for today. Renovations to the Woodfield County School System's new district office are almost complete. Woodfield County School Superintendent Mike Etwan said the renovations are essentially done, with more needed adjustments underway. Etwan said there is one big electrical component which has been back order that will be installed in April. Administrative personnel hope to be moved in within the next few months. The new district offices are located inside the former North Woodfield Middle School building, located on Cleveland Highway. According to Etwan, the new location provides more space than the current office on South Thornton Avenue, which was a major deciding factor in the move. He also stated that the current office building needed a lot of renovations, including getting the electrical systems up to code. Instead of doing all these renovations, we made the decision to renovate an older middle school, Etwan said, salvage it and repurpose it. The new district office will share the newly renovated space with North Star Educational and Therapeutic Services, which serves students in the Woodfield, Murray, and Dalton Public Schools areas who may need access to therapy while in a classroom setting. Etwan said the 40 staff members of Central Office Building and the 45 staff members of the Student Service Center will be making the move to the Cleveland Highway location. Etwan said the Central Office Building will likely be put on the market, while the Student Service Center will be kept and used for its warehouse space. All board meetings set to take place after June will now take place in the new district office building. Families within the Dalton Public School System can expect to see some changes and enhancements for the upcoming school year. Tim Scott, the superintendent for the Dalton Public School System, said he was excited to share the plans. At Dalton Public Schools, our primary goal is to provide the best possible education for every child, he said. Fostering rigorous academics, strong school pride, exciting extracurriculars, and ensuring our graduates are future ready, he continued. According to Scott, research was conducted and discussions were had with members of the community, teachers and students regarding ways to refine and improve the current educational offerings. The school system is currently experiencing driver shortages, which Scott said causes bus delays and impacts students being on time for school. Due to this issue, transportation zones will be implemented, which means that students will be assigned to high schools based on their zone. This is in the hopes of streamlining bus routes and improving transportation efficiency. Scott stated that letters have been sent home to Dalton Junior High, Dalton High, and Dalton Academy students regarding the transportation zones for the upcoming 2024-2025 school year. He urged students and parents to review the information provided in the letters so that they are aware of the changes. There will be an application process for students who wish to attend a school outside of their designated zone. Scott said families can apply online or pick up a paper copy at school offices. All applications must be submitted by April 11th. The school system will also be introducing revised school times for the upcoming year. High school times will be 7:30 a.m. to 2:15 p.m., and middle school times will be 8:30 a.m. to 3:25 p.m. For further details on these changes, families may visit the Dalton Public Schools website at www.daltonpublicschools.com/districtresources/expanding excellence. An essay contest recently awarded several Dalton Public Schools and Whitfield County School students with scholarship funds. The contest was a sponsored partnership between the Whitfield Remembrance Project and the Equal Justice Initiative in Montgomery, Alabama. Both organizations base their purpose around promoting community conversations about racial reconciliation and healing, as well as remembering and memorializing victims of racial injustice. The EJI, founded in 1989 by lawyer and activist Brian Stevenson, addresses issues such as mass incarceration, racial inequality, and the legacy of slavery and segregation. They also sponsor and support community remembrance projects, such as the Whitfield County Racial Justice Essay Contest. The essay contest opened back in September and was open to students in Whitfield County and Dalton schools in grade 9 to 12. The essay prompt asked students to analyze a topic related to racial injustice in America, with an emphasis on at least one historical event embodying the issue. Winners of the contest received a total of $5,300 in scholarship money, which was divided among the 5 students. Kyra Jennings, a sophomore at North Whitfield High School, wrote the contest-winning essay. Others winners of the contest, also Dalton High School, include honorable mentions Sawyer McKeon and Spencer Hayes, third place David Andrada, and second place Jasmine Nunez. A ceremony to celebrate the students was held at the Emory Center on March 10th. A Dalton intersection could close as early as today for reconstruction. The Ridge Street and Emory Street intersection will soon be closed as part of an ongoing stormwater bypass management project that began a few weeks ago. Closures could last up to 2 weeks. Motorists should expect delays and are advised to avoid the area if at all possible. Detours will be posted and include diverting Emory Street traffic to Lowell Street, Crawford Street, and Valley Drive. A city spokesperson, Bruce Frazier, said after work at the intersection is finished next month, then the final phase of the project will begin, which is to connect the new stormwater detention pond and the West Hill Cemetery. Emory Street will then be reduced to 1 lane between Greenwood Drive and Ridge Street. When we return, I'll share some state news, so stay with us. Welcome back. A former Georgia insurance commissioner has pleaded guilty to insurance fraud. John Oxendine appeared before a federal court on Friday in Atlanta, where he entered into a guilty plea on charges of conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud and conspiracy to commit money laundering. Prosecutors said Oxendine conspired with Dr. Jeffrey Golubs to pressure other physicians into ordering unnecessary medical tests from NextHealth, a lab located in Texas. An agreement was made between NextHealth, Oxendine, and Golubs for the company to pay up Golubs 50% in kickbacks on profits made from testing. According to prosecutors, the lab company paid $260,000 in kickbacks through Oxendine's insurance consulting company. Oxendine then paid $150,000 charitable contribution and $70,000 in attorney fees on Golub's behalf, keeping $40,000 for himself. Some patients received bills of up to $18,000 for testing. Oxendine's crimes are punishable by up to 10 years. However, the plea agreement being discussed will recommend imprisonment of up to 4 to 5 years, depending on what the judge decides at sentencing. 61-year-old Oxendine has also agreed to pay nearly $700,000 in restitution to health insurers who lost money in the scheme. If signed into law, a new bill could require all education agencies in Georgia to install mobile panic alert systems. Georgia Senate Bill 32 also known as Alyssa's Law, was first introduced back in January of 2023 and is named in memory of Alyssa Alhadeff, a 14-year-old student from Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School located in Parkland, Florida. Alhadeff fell victim to a mass shooting that took place in 2018 when a former student killed 17 people. The purpose of the law is to improve the response time of law enforcement during emergencies in public schools. If the bill passes, it would require the Department of Administrative Services to conduct market research in consultation with the state school superintendent and the Georgia Emergency Management and Homeland Security Agency by no later than December 1st of 2025. 20 state senators, including District 54 Senator Chuck Payne of Dalton, are sponsoring the legislation. A Georgia bill would give utility regulators extra years in office without facing voters. Georgia's Public Service Commission has gone years without holding elections due to a redistricting lawsuit. Georgia lawmakers now want to add an extra 2 years to the current 6-year term of commissioners. The plan was approved on Thursday and now awaits a veto or signature from Governor Brian Kemp. House Bill 1312 stems from a lawsuit that sought to force commissioners to be elected from districts rather than statewide. The 11th Circuit has yet to issue a final order in the case. Under the plan, both Tim Echelons and Fitz Johnson, who were supposed to run in 2022, would stand for election in 2025. Senate President pro tempore John Kennedy said the plan is intended to serve as a guide for what the judge would do when the case ends. Quote, "There's currently no state law that creates a plan for when your elections are missed, because that, of course, is something that we don't contemplate in our legislature under the plan that's supposed to be in this bill," said Kennedy. "There is some opposition to the plan as some feel that an 8-year term is too long. Quote, wouldn't it be in the best interest of the voters of Georgia to allow them to vote on this very important body as soon as possible?" asked Senator Elena Parent of Atlanta, who feels that 8 years is an extremely long time. When we return, Jacob Broom will share WDNN's community calendar. But first, here's a look at your local weather.
Today's local weather is brought to you by Built Well Bait.
Welcome back. It's time for WDNN's Community Calendar. Here's some things going on around the area. The Dalton Little Theater, located at 210 North Penn Street, will perform the Tony Award-winning Peter and the Starcatcher. The dates that the show will be performed are March 29th and March 30th. This adaptation of Peter Pan was created for the stage by Roger Rees, Alex Timbers, and was written by Rick Elise. The music is by Wayne Barker and is directed by Meg Finey, with a number of standout performances by a cast made up of our local community. To purchase tickets, visit www.daltonlittletheater.com today. The Troubadour Project is coming to the Gym Theater on March 30th at 7:30 p.m. Located at 114 North Wall Street, the band covers the popular 70s rock music scene from a variety of different artists of that era, including Queen, Led Zeppelin, Heart, and more. With ticket prices set between $35 to $40, this band recreates everything you loved about the 70s. To learn more about this event, call 706-625-3132 today. The second annual Happy Hoppy Spring Market and Egg Hunt is happening on March 30th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Located at the Heritage Park in Chattanooga on 1428 Jenkins Road, this event is free for everyone and will include bounce houses, carnival games, food trucks, small business vendors, crafts, and more. The egg hunt will also include a toddler section and a big kids section, and every egg will have a prize. To learn more, email eventswithkimk@gmail.com for more information. The 4th annual Swing into Spring Markets will be coming to Dalton on April 6th from 10 to 4 p.m. The event will be located at the North Georgia Fairgrounds at 500 Legion Drive inside Commercial Buildings 1 and 2. Being one of their largest markets of 2024, the event includes free admission and parking, over 90+ unique vendors, food trucks, baked goods, face painting, women and children boutiques, and much more. To learn more, call 706-980-9095 for more information. If you'd like to submit information on your event for North Georgia News Now's community calendar, send an email to info@wdnntv.com. That's it for this edition of North Georgia's News Now. Be sure to visit us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Thanks for watching Local.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to click that subscribe button as well as bell notifications so you won't miss any new videos. Also, follow us on our social medias.
Thank you again for tuning in, and until next time, keep watching Local.